Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I know it's been a minute, but welcome back. I'm Ashley, and if you're new here, subscribe. If you've been following us for a while or know us from TikTok, then hi. As you might know, we took a little break from posting and making new content just during the holidays, and we just wanted time to spend time on our relationship, on each other, on our families, on ourselves, and just like get our mental health feeling good. And I actually am gonna start making more videos like this, where it's just me sitting down, talking about different topics that I'm passionate about and that have just been on my mind recently. And so today I want to just go over some big lessons that I learned from 2021, which I feel like I learned the most this year than any other year, and how those lessons kind of go into being my 2022 New Year's resolutions, which I don't like the word resolution because I feel like it's very you have to be doing this, or you're starting something, and I feel like that's just a lot of pressure, and it's I just came up with these, and there's stuff that I already started integrating into my life and things I want to just keep focusing on. And I just wanted to share them, and they might resonate with you guys. Let's get into it. So the first lesson I learned in 2021 was the importance of alone time and just recharging and having time to just connect with yourself. And before the pandemic, this was something I was very bad at because I was always busy. I always wanted to be around people. I was living with different people. I was just always out and about, and I never really liked having alone time. I didn't really know what to do when I had alone time. I felt just bored and wanted to hang out with people. And I've realized that alone time is so amazing. And it's so important whenever you're going through stuff in life, just to take a step away from everyone and everything and just be by yourself and figure out things that you enjoy doing by yourself. I like to read and write and watch YouTube videos and paint for fun and go on hikes, go outside, just chill, do face masks, just have a nice time to connect with myself. And so in 2022, my resolution is to keep making this an important priority in my life. I learned in 2021 that if there are problems in your life, don't seek to everyone else to solve the problem or look for all these outside sources of blaming it on your partner, blaming it on your friends or job. Look within, and usually you can figure out on your own how you can go about solving these problems. And I think it's so easy sometimes to blame things on other people and to not take responsibility for our own problems. And I think I've learned this year that you just have to be honest with yourself and kind of look within and be am I the problem? Is there something I can do to be making this better and to be proactive? And in 2022, I want to take more responsibility for my actions, my problems, and figure out how I can make an effort to fix them, because it's no one else's responsibility to fix my problems, you know? The next one is I learned that I have anxiety, which I kind of already knew, but I never really wanted to be fully accepting of it. And I've learned that it has affected my life a lot, and I can't really ignore it. So I feel like a lot of us have realized that we have anxiety with this past couple 2 years, and I think just realizing that there's no shame and it's nothing that you need to cover up or feel like you need to fix, but there are ways that you can learn how to deal with it better and manage it. And I've also learned the importance of therapy, which I think everyone should be in therapy, because it is just so relieving to just let out everything to someone that isn't involved in your life. and I've found it so beneficial for myself. And in 2022, this year, I want to keep like figuring out how I can work with my anxiety and just better my mental health and not feel like I need to push it away, but just let it live with me and figure out how I can live better with it, you know? I learned that gratitude equals happiness, but happiness doesn't always equal gratitude. And by this I mean, when you're grateful, when you're in a state of gratitude, like, you literally can't be unhappy. Like, when you're thinking about all of the things that you're grateful for, the people, the places, the things you have, life itself, like, it's very hard to feel unhappy because there's so much to be happy about when you really think about it. But people that are just happy, that doesn't always mean that they're in a state of gratitude, you know? You can look like you're the happiest person traveling around the world, posting all these photos, but you're actually like not grateful for what you have or living in the present moment. And I think this year I'm just gonna keep focusing on gratitude, and it's so easy to get caught up in your problems and your own little world, and I think just always taking a second to remember what you do have. My camera just died. My camera just died, and now I'm adding a New Year's resolution, and it is to be better about charging my things before I know I need them. Cause my shit always dies. It always dies. Anyways, we're back in action. I was talking about my gratitude journal and how I have been writing 7 things that I'm grateful for. And I try not to repeat them, which is hard, but it makes you think about things a little bit more deeply that you're grateful for. Anyways, moving on to the next thing. Where was I? Okay, something, I'm like all out of sorts now. I had to wait for my to charge, and now I'm like, okay. Let's all take a breath together. Yeah. I learned in 2021 to not take criticism from people that I wouldn't ask advice from. So if I wouldn't ask someone for advice, then why am I taking their criticism? You know? Like, why do you care what user 1027 says on your post about your shoulders? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you wouldn't ask them for advice. They don't know you, so why are you, like, taking this criticism in so deeply? And I want to be better about that because it is so easy to let people's words affect you, and you should really only be taking advice or criticism from people that you genuinely know and that know you and that you know will give you an honest answer, you know? Like, so I want to be better this year about not taking criticism from people I wouldn't take advice from. I learned that compassion could change humanity. We all struggle, we all have trauma, we all have issues, and if we could just be compassionate and let go of judgment, we can connect on our trauma, on our suffering. Like, that's how you connect deeper with people, is when you're open and you're vulnerable. And the only way you can be vulnerable is if you're around people that aren't being judgmental and that are being compassionate. And I really think that if we were all just a little bit more compassionate towards each other, the world could be a much better place. So I want to be better about that and not, like, skipping a judgment, you know? Okay, next one is I have learned the power of presence. And by this I mean just fully giving all of your energy when you're in that given moment. And I am so bad at this. Like, I'll be doing something and then I'm thinking about something that I have to do later, or if you're having lunch with your friends and then you're texting about this meeting that you have in a little, or whatever it may be. Sometimes your head's just in like a million different places. And I want to be better about when I'm doing something, when I'm with someone, when I'm eating something, like whatever it may be. I want to give them my full 100% attention. And by that, or when I do that, then I will be able to do more things. And like, if I only have an hour out of my day to see this person, I can actually fully give them all of my love and energy and listening and talking for that hour. I'm not like in another place with my thoughts. I'm not on my phone. Like, I'm fully present with that person. And so that way, if I am busy and I only have 15 minutes to talk to this person, or I quickly have to do this, like, I am at least giving my full energy. So it's kind of like quality over quantity. You know, I might not have all day to spend with a friend, but if I have 30 minutes to grab a coffee with them, I'm going to give them my full energy during that 30 minutes. So just being present and just taking full advantage of the moment. I really want to be better about that. So the next one is the importance of being nice to yourself. And this has been a struggle for me in the past. And all of these topics, if you want me to talk about them more, please leave a comment down below, because I want to talk about some of these a little bit deeper. But I've done modeling, I've done dance, I've been very critical of myself, and it takes a toll on you after a while, and you don't even realize it because it starts becoming your normal mental habits of how you talk to yourself. And I heard this and it really stuck with me. It's like, would you talk to your best friend that way? You know, like if your friend came to you and they were saying that they were so stressed out about work, or they're struggling with their relationship, or they're not feeling confident, or they're feeling anxious, like, would you tell them like they need to suck it up, or they're not looking good enough, or they're not doing good enough, or they're slacking, or like just like all these like harsh words towards them and just being super hard on them? Would you say that to them? Would you tell them that they need to be doing better, and like, why are you complaining? No, you would tell your friend that you are there for them, that everything is going to be fine, that they can do it, they got this, it's all in their head, like, they're the shit. Like, you would hype them up, you would be there for them. And so why don't we do that to ourselves? Like, we are so hard on ourselves. At least I know I'm hard on myself. And I'm like, I need to start treating myself more like my best friend. Like, give myself a hug. Like, I do this. I give myself a hug, and I look at myself in the mirror when I'm struggling, and I say, I'm here for you. You're going to be okay. Like, I got you, Ashley. And it might sound kind of weird, but it's so comforting. And the quote, "As you think, so you become," which is by, what's his name? So yeah, this quote, it's "as you think, so you become," and it's pretty self-explanatory. The things that you think, you will become. So if you're telling yourself mean things, or telling yourself you're not good enough, or you're not skinny enough, then you will believe that, and you will start to feel that way. But if you tell yourself that you look amazing, that you got this, like, you will start to believe that. So we need to be feeding ourselves these positive words, even if it feels like a lie. I'm telling you, it will help, and it's been helping me. So that's also a resolution thing that I want to keep working on, is just being nicer to myself. My camera died again, so now I'm using my portable charger that I also just had to charge because it wasn't charged. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna be nicer to ourselves, guys, okay? The next point is, this year I feel like I kind of found what makes me feel best, and I've started incorporating it into my life every day. And by this I mean, I kind of feel like when I became an adult and when I moved out on my own, I abandoned a lot of my child self, and I just kind of left behind a lot of the things I used to love to do when I lived at home and I was a kid, whether that be like going outside, playing games, playing with my crystals, like writing in my journal, and being outside, being around animals, whatever it is. And now I'm starting to bring that back in because I want to have a childlike energy, you know? I want to keep that youthful spirit, and I've realized I feel best in nature, around animals, traveling, around people. And so you could ask yourself too, like, what are the things that make you feel best when you're doing them, or the people that you're around, or the things that you're eating or listening to, and whatever those things are, incorporate them into your life every single day if you can, you know? You might not be able to travel or do all of that every single day, but incorporate it as much as you can, because why would you not try to incorporate the things that make you feel best? The next thing is I've learned in 2021 the importance of studying, and study every day. And I'm not saying like you need to open up a textbook, but just studying the world around you and the environment around you, and just being a lifelong learner. I wish I thought and felt like this as a kid when I was in school, but of course I didn't. And that's okay, because now I can just learn things on my own. But I really just want to learn more, like, about myself, about people, about the world, and I just want to be studying more this year. The next point is, this is just something I always am trying to remember, and it's that you will get where you want in life, just not the way that you imagined. And I think sometimes I'm trying so hard to like control my everyday life, and I just want this year to let go a little bit and just trust in the universe and know that I'm going to get where I want to be. It's just probably going to be a very different path than I envision in my mind, and I want to be okay with that and just accepting of that. This is the last one, and it is the power of perspective. And I think I've talked about this before in my recent talking, or it wasn't even recent, but my previous talking video. And I just really have realized this last year, especially throughout COVID, just perspective and the way that you look at things. Like, the things you look at, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. That quote, that is something I want to engrave into my life, and just remembering that we are living in this universe, we are literally living on a planet in space. So like, why am I stressing out about little things that I can't control, you know? And I think just remembering that and just taking a breath and just everything is good, like everything is fine, and just to try not to stress about the small stuff and about the stuff that I can't control. And yeah, those are the things that I feel like I've learned, and I've learned a lot more in 2022, and I had to narrow it down because I had like 20 things to talk about, but I'm gonna save the rest of them for another video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this connected with you in some way. Leave a comment down below if you liked this video or if there was something that really stuck with you. I love reading your guys' comments and messages. Guys, I promise the next video my camera is going to be fully charged. It has never died this much. I don't understand, but I just gave up and decided to film the rest on my phone. I was just saying that I appreciate your guys' comments and messages so much, and it really helps me know if what I'm talking about is stuff that interests you guys. So leave a comment below if there's any other comments or any other topics that you want me to talk about. And I'm going to start a new little series, like a little interview podcast series on this channel, along with just making more videos like this about me talking about different things. And yeah, I hope that you guys can implement some of these into your life too. They have really been things that I've been thinking about so much. And go check out our TikTok, go check out my Instagram, and please subscribe here because I'm going to be posting so much more content. And I really, really, really wish you all the best, and I'm sending you love and positive energy and just the best wishes for this year, because We are in this together. We are coming out of a hard year, and we just need to be, give ourselves a hug and just congratulate yourself for making it this far, and be nice to yourself, be nice to people around you, spread compassion and love and gratitude, and if you're feeling like shit, that's also okay, and just let that run its course and you will feel better tomorrow. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching.